took her on the island, the money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fucking up with the fettuccine, they both that can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah. All these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters with me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we're the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters. Why you think we're the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters.
Yeah, London stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap.
It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Come on. Hit.
Smith. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step step aside here in this first quarter. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Back to the running game with Swift. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2, Fields sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Fields now to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Swift. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwagu. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You look at this Eagle defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
On 3rd down, Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They'll run for it with Henry. He gets away from one, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, it was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Smith with a Zadarius Smith type of a play, and he still looks like a Pro Bowl player. Even coming off serious offseason injury and switching teams last season, he had double-digit sacks for the 3rd time in 4 seasons.
Richardson working from the gun. They will find Davis on the left side complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
70 Rangers, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Fields. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Here's Fields. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Jets, nothing. First Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Hey, check that. Street. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Derwin James with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you... All of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Come on, set!
Off play action. Richardson. Throw left side. Pulled in by Tucker. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back. Maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On third down, it's Richardson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Miles Murphy in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
18 Rattler. Check smash.
2nd down, here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Shoves him away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd down and 4.
7 Pirates. Go, Rig. Go.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And outbounds right around the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Ready.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Richardson to throw off play action. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 41 yards.
1st
and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Richardson back to throwing. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Okurebunom. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A loss of a yard.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Cowboy 80.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here we go, son.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 10.
Now Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive... plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. On the move to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of the play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Richardson to the air on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Albert Okwuegbunam, 33 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Next to score, Eagles 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way. DeAndre Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Come on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. On first down, Richardson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Dancing to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Richardson off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Off play action, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
First play's a run with Malongu. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 2-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. Ready?
From his own end zone, it's Richardson. His pass on target, Bayless Jones with it. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big
19
letdown.
tight, 19 tight. $60 Bobcat. Chop 60, chop 60. Ready.
On third down, here's Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
But it's fourth down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
So keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On third down, here comes Swift. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Boswell's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Forced out to his left. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? Cup 19! Cup 19!
Here's Richardson to throw. Able to find Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Richardson to throw it.
At the 40-yard line.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Trying the power game with Ham. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have two. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kene Nwangu. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Richardson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score Eagles 34, Jets 23.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to...
Can I talk my...
Come on,
That other side.
the Oakland way.
Hey.
C5.
Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted. Still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes. Big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, you hit